funniest part of that whole thing is that you had the camera and you're like, I kind of want to show you what's under here. Nah, never mind. And then you're like, whatever, I'll go back under there. And if you hadn't gone, you would have just completely ruined your car. All right, let's just go for a quick drive. Yeah, that's a problem. But yet again, the car is not here. It's actually up at RPM Motorsports. Let's just go there now. All right, so it was quick up at RPM, so I didn't pull the camera out. The reason why the car was up here is because if you've seen in my other videos, there's some slight traction issues. I was on some pretty crappy tires, so went up here, we got a brake kit in, and we put different rims on the back with a different tire, and then we put different rims up front. So we should have solved the traction issue. It should hook up. I'm excited. It looks pretty sweet. I'm not going to show you just yet. You got to stick around for a minute, and I'll show you. But it looks pretty sweet. Drivability has completely dropped off. With these tires on, you don't drive in the rain. There's virtually no tread on these tires. What the tires are, there are Mickey Thompson ET Street Radial Pros, and they're on a 15-inch rim in the back, and the fronts are, I believe they're 6 inches wide, but on a 17-inch rim. So they're 28-inch tall tires, so they should provide enough traction. The fronts are just a point and shoot. You know, they point you in the direction, you're good to go. But other than that, the car's running good. I still have a Speedo, which is a slight inconvenience, but really it doesn't change anything. I can only go like 55 in this car, like cruising anyways. So I had to pick my roommate up because he doesn't have a car. That's how we roll around here. Ride's a little bit bouncy, you know? It's a little bouncier. Brakes take a little bit more effort. But other than that, I'm in love. I like it a lot. That clown not even let me by. What? I was fucking standing there waiting to cross the street, and that asshole drives right by me like a dick. I didn't check the tires though. You're ready to roll. You can drag race now, right? Who are you? I'm Curtis Bork. I'm your new roommate. I'm not going to tell you where we live because you freaked out the last time we did that. Last time I did an intro, it didn't even make it on the video, so. Curtis was in the car before, so he knows what it feels like. So he's going to be the first judge to see if it hooks up. We're going to give him a little 1-2. The car's a little warm, but it's all right. It's hot as hell. I'm not a car person. Don't really listen to what he's saying. All right, ready? I'm ready. Are you holding on? Yeah. All right. A little bit. It's a little different. No, it definitely felt faster. Definitely feels faster. This is coming from someone who really doesn't know much about cars, so don't take my word for anything, but it felt faster, yeah. We're gonna do it. We're gonna try a dig for the first time ever. Just a little bit. Ooh. This is our neighborhood. He's such an asshole. All right. Jesus. It hooks up. First impressions of the new setup. Honestly, you know those like tubes they have at water parks that float around the water park? That's what it looks like you put on your tires. So that's the meat right there. So they're pretty much close to a slick. They're nice though. Not for like daily driving, but we're gonna daily drive. And then up front we got some skinnies. So they're not as cool looking, but they're like pretty skinny. Yeah, they're 6 inches wide. They look like beach tires for bicycles. So yeah, Curtis with the narration. So I got beach tires for a bicycle up front, and then in the back I got an inner tube essentially, right? Yeah. Inner tube, and then all the other stuff that took place to change it was different. These brakes were not the same, and then obviously the rotor's different, and then all the other stuff underneath. I don't know if you could see. The car got lower, I think. So yeah, I'm not gonna dive back in there. All right, maybe we'll dive back in there. All this other stuff down here. If it ever brightens. There, all this stuff is slightly different. That looks like some rubber hit the. Oh yeah, we got an issue, I think. This is sick. All right, so where we are right now. I ordered this brake kit from Mirror Image Auto Works in Georgia. Some guy makes them there, and they're pretty good, but I have these beefy shocks with this reservoir on it. So what's happening is when I gun it and the car squats, the reservoir is digging into the side of the tire. Looks like shredded cheese in there. So that's an issue, because it's not good to have your tire go missing halfway through whatever, or have it shredded like cheese. But that's like the only clearance issue. Everything else is like clear as good. But that. And that like put a nice groove in the inside of my tire, which I'm pretty pissed about. But that's where we're at right now. So I'm in contact with my shop with our... After further investigation, it is the lower control arm that was custom built to not hit the tire that is hitting the tire. So right here, this is touching this. As you see right now, it's fine. It's got some clearance, but as soon as the car drops and squats, the tire gets a little bit fatter because it's being pressed against the ground and it's rubbing. So all the way around the tire, you can see it all the way right down there. It's slightly discolored and has a groove in it. So we're going to grind this down and create some clearance. The shocks we stiffened up, we're going to stiffen them up even more and see if we can prevent this from happening, but at the track it's going to squat like a champ. So Curtis is throwing golf balls at me now. Alright, so where we're at right now is the car looks good on the bigs and littles. I'll let you just take a look right now and just soak it in. So we got 17s up front, and then 15s in the rear, 275 Radial Pros. So the issue at hand is the lower control arm is rubbing against the tire under acceleration when it squats. When the rear end drops a little bit because you're getting on it, it's rubbing against the inner tire, only on the right hand side. So we're gonna head back to RPM on Friday, and we're going to see if we can grind it down and create some clearance. If that doesn't work, then the guy that built the kit, Chase Kirby out of Mirror Image Auto Works, overall the kit's good, you know, it's just one little thing, it's just not clearing right. So, you know, it's a good product. Cost wise, you can't beat it. You just kind of sucks. It's just one of those situations. So we're gonna hit it with the grinder on Friday, see if we can create some clearance. Other than that, I mean, there's not much you can do. I think that's gonna end today's video on a sad note. Thank you for watching. If it's your first time by, or even if it's your second time or third time or fourth time, or if you just haven't yet.
If you still haven't subscribed, you're a dick.
And as soon as we get this taken care of, we're gonna go racing really soon, and I'll start dragging some people all over town. And if you know who you are, you're about to get drugged. Get some.
Bethany Ballard. Dang, if you put on Bohemian Rhapsody, then I'll sing my little heart out, okay? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from me. Life had just begun, and now I've gone and thrown